Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. My name is Brad. This is episode 9 of the shop updates from the underground. I was kind of hoping to make 10 for the year, but I just didn't get around to it. So today is New Year's Eve. I'm going to be going out soon, and I just wanted to, kind of do a year-end review for 2015. So it's really been quite a year. I made notes here. Wanted to kind of go down memory lane here a little bit and talk about some of the projects. I'm not a big viewer mail kind of guy, and I don't really get viewer mail. So I'm just really making projects, like restoring things, fixing up machines, or just, making stuff. So, God, back, a year ago, it really started, like in January, it started with the grinder. We got a 6x12 Boyer Schultz grinder in the shop. That brought it in, and I did a tear down on it, put it all back together, put Humpty Dumpty back together again, and documented that process. I made an R8 arbor for a gear cutter. We made some vise parts for a vise that Stan sent me. We polished oilers for Adam's welding table. We made a cross-feed screw for my compound, actually, for the South Bend 13, and we gave that away. It was a little giveaway. Let's see here. Made a new pulley shiv for the motor. Mine cracked, so we made a new one. And little spoiler alert, that's going to be another video, because I'm going to be making another one slightly larger to try to squeeze a little bit more RPMs out of the new motor that I'm getting for the lathe. So more on that. Let's see here. Spindexer modifications. That was a multi-part series where I fixed up a little Spindexer, which was kind of cool. That now belongs to Adam Booth. We did a little horse trading. I ground some squares, some Bar Z squares. Stan sent me a couple sets of grind your own, and that was trial by fire. It was fun. Learned a lot and spent a lot of money. When you start getting into grinding and surface grinding and that high-end metrology, get your wallet out, because it costs a lot of money. Then the What's in Your Box Toolmakers collaboration. So made a ball turner. That was fun. Made the vice jaw. Made the mush handle. Installed a DRO on the lathe back here. Fixed up a Bridgeport rotary table. And I installed some new shop lights way back earlier. If you remember, I had some of these bzz, bzz kind of blinking things that were really annoying. So some of the things that happened this year besides projects, we had a huge party in the desert. Stan had the first annual YouTubers / Bar Z Summer Bash, which was incredible, and I believe he's doing it again for this year. 2016. So I'm getting real giddy and excited about that. It's going to be another memorable event. Took a road trip to see Keith Fenner this year. Met him to deliver the What's in Your Box Toolmakers collaboration tools. And one of the things that Keith did for me, I wanted to show you guys, was he made this burnout for me. Brad's Basement, complete with a little lathe gear. And I will put this back here so you can see it. There we go. Cool. So thank you, Keith. Much appreciated. I'm going to paint this and hang it somewhere in the shop here. God knows I have a lot of wall space. And then I dropped by, paid Stan another visit. He wasn't expecting it, but I showed up at his shop about a week and a half ago. I was visiting some very special people in California, and Stan was one of them, so I dropped in to say hello and wound up hanging out for 2 days. And we were playing with the grinder, and he was showing me some tips and tricks on how to correct some errors and things like that. We had a good time. We hung out.
There you go. Don't touch the rod to your... Don't touch the filler rod with tungsten. Nothing touches the tungsten, ever.
So the puddle is really what creeps up and...
Yep. It's a pretty small filler rod, too. It's good to me.
First attempt here, people.
Don't weld without gas.
Mm-hmm. Here, I'm gonna be like Tom. Okay, we're just gonna put a couple of tacks on here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We're working on our baby bullet. Okay.
Holy gotta start over with that.
Why? What happened?
Well, it's too much to grind off. Tungsten's very difficult to grind. Here's a trick if you don't feel like grinding all that off of it. Snap it off clean and start over.
The Grandeur. This is a nice place. What is this?
That's Barrel Park. It's equestrian center.
So you bring your horse there?
I used to.
It's a park for horses?
Yeah.
Like bring your horse to the park day?
Yeah.
Only in California.
They got a sand arena and stuff for the dressage.
All right, let's see here. Next on the list, 2016 outlook. What's going to be changed really for the shop here? Well, a lot has changed here in the shop on a personal level. I'll just say that. I wanted to put a wall here in the shop, and I haven't gotten around to do that, but I will. I hope to this year. Let's see here. Yeah, so we're going to do that. The videos are going to continue, as they were. Really, just going to be kind of like the project of the week type video. I'm going to just keep trucking on, and I have a whole bunch of ideas of things that I want to make. I'm trying to come up with some projects that that aren't out there yet. Things, some necessity type things for the shop, and some interesting projects. So we're going to do that, and that's really what the videos are going to I'm going to shoot for, like a weekly project of the week type of a thing. Okay, so in other news, I've now become official. I am a bona fide LLC company. I am known as Maple Lane Machine and Tool. And the reason for that is I have some work that I'm going to be doing for a company, and they require some sort of some form of incorporation, and it's a good thing to have. So yeah, so I'm official now, and I could get all those discounts at all the supply houses now because I'm an official small business. So going to be doing some real work, actual work for money. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, one of the things that I wanted to talk about now was this. This is a wallet that I got, okay? And the company is called Craft and Lure. And the person who makes these fine leather wallets is Chad Von Lind. And I met him at Stan's Bar Z Bash. He works for Unibur. And I was helping him load some equipment. He was the guy, I don't know if you were at the bash, he was the guy, full beard, and he was taking video of the whole event with that really cool little, I forget what that thing is called. Anyway, he was filming. He was like our film crew. But he had a really nice satchel, and I made a comment. I said, "Wow, that's a really nice leather bag." And then he told me that he does that, so on and so forth. Got his card, and I got this. This is a front pocket wallet. It's got a couple of sleeves. You put a couple of credit cards in here, a little sleeve for cash. It's thin. It's very, very thin. You don't even know it's in your front pocket. Beautiful grade leather, polished up nice just by being in your pocket. I got the one that's like a dark brown, and it has like an olive drab thick stitching here. It's real high quality. I think I paid about 55 bucks for it, and totally worth every penny. I'd have paid double for it because it's so nice. It comes in a nice box. You get this nice little like canvas bag. And most important, you're supporting another fellow craftsman. So, you know, this is handmade stuff right here in the United States, and you could never have enough of that, right? So I'll put Chad's information in the description of the video. And if you're in the market for a new wallet and you want something that's, you know, thin, goes in your front pocket, and you don't even know it's there, then go visit Chad's website and order a couple wallets from him because they're really good stuff. Got some new tools I want to show you. Stuff for, you know, for the upcoming year and the work that I'm going to be doing for you know, for the paying clients. So I want to show you that. Before I get into that, though, I want to talk about a restoration that I do have coming up for 2016. Right here, right next to me here, is a South Bend pedestal grinder. It's a 10-inch pedestal grinder. These are quite rare, and I've had it for 2 years now. It's just been sitting in the basement. I probably mentioned it in a couple of videos, but you know, I started stripping the paint off of it and got most of it done except for the base here that's sitting up on the bench out of frame. Here's some footage of all the parts for the South Bend grinder. Got some wheel guards. You got some wheel guards over here, some miscellaneous. It's just a big lump of pieces of cast iron that have been paint stripped. This is a bin filled with all the nuts and bolts and the little sleeves and parts. We have a motor cage right here, and the head unit's right up there. And I'll show you the casting, the main casting now. Here's the main casting. It's sitting on the bench, and it's being paint stripped right now with some Mr. Muscle. So there's the big tower. And down here we have the rest of the parts. If you notice, I'll come around for a better angle. Leftover South Bend gray paint. Some motor guards. Those guards right there, all that's cast aluminum. That has to be stripped with like a gentle stripper, like a citrus strip. So I'll have to do that soon. But there's all the electrical. The main spindle shaft is in there, and the glass covers. They're the little see-through glass shields. Those are the covers that hold them. They're in there as well. I procrastinated a lot, so I brought it in, and I'm finally, you know, going to strip the paint off of this and start working on it throughout the winter. And that's definitely going to be a multi-part series. But if you've seen some of my other restorations, the South Bends and stuff, it'll be on par with that, and you know, hopefully maybe even a little bit better with all the restorations you do. You kind of, you know, you raise the bar and the quality usually improves. So yeah, so look out for that. I also have some wrap-up footage from the What's in Your Box, the Toolmaker collaboration. I have it's a lot of video footage that I haven't really released because frankly there was a lot of it going around, and I didn't want to kind of barrage the market. So, but I do have some footage of the vise going in the box, and I know Adam and everybody who contributed wanted to see the vise like in its full ground finished state. So I have that, and I have some footage of the hammer and the ball turner and things like that. You know, like fondling it. You know, just kind of like musing on it and stuff. So I'll include that at the end. So if you don't want to watch it, you could shut your video off there. But I'm gonna have some pictures, highlight pictures, you know, from everything that happened really throughout the year, and maybe some bloopers will be in here, and that's about it. So Happy New Year to everybody out there. Thank you to all my subscribers. I mean, I'm almost at 9,000 subscribers, and man, a year ago I was maybe 2,000, maybe 2,500, something like that. So it's been a great year. The best part about it was all the new friendships that I made. You know, the highlight was definitely the Bar Z Bash. I mean, that was really cool. On a personal level, on a machining level, you name it, it was great. You know, let's hope 2016 continues and hopefully surpasses 2015. And you know, everybody, thank you again. Thank you so much. Be safe, drink and be merry, and have a designated driver tonight. So, thank you, and see you next year. All right, so I got this. This is a new Skoda Live Center Morse Taper 3. Nice heavy duty Live Center. You could never be without one of these. These are invaluable. So this is a new acquisition we got here. This is a South Bend tool grinder, tool grinding fixture. It leans back and gives the tool that little bit of tilt. So when you grind it flat, it compensates for the offset for those Williams type and Armstrong type tool holders. I found this, believe it or not, I found this right down the road from my house. And the guy hand delivered it to me, which was cool, so I didn't have to pay shipping or anything. Comes with different size tool holders, and they all have, as you can see, they all have the witness marks, you know, to set your angles. And each increment is 5 degrees. And I was playing around with this, and well, obviously I surface ground it on the Boyer Schultz. I cleaned it up a little bit, and I played around and I ground one of the tools. So pretty cool. Cuts real nice. Got a couple of 3/8 and 1/4 inch carbide end mills. These are the first carbide end mills that I have. This is going to be for some of the tool making that's coming up for some of the jobs in 2016. Obviously I have to get more, but I just grabbed a couple to get started. And this is it's a 90 degree 3-inch shell mill, indexable. Yeah, this was really good. I used Adam's, which I still have here. Adam, I'm going to send it to you. I used his. His was the recycle one, where it uses the CNMG, the part of the insert that's not used. I forget offhand what type of inserts these are. I know a lot of people are probably saying it right now, but AP something or other. I don't know, I forget. But this is going to be for some of the tools that I'm making as well coming up. So this was a new acquirement, and this is good. Picked up one of these Wallstrom chucks from Eagle Rock. If you remember, Eagle Rock was the one that was at the bash, and they provided a really nice Knurlcraft or Eagle Rock, if you will, knurling tool. So I picked up one of these chucks. Again, this is all for some of the things that I'm going to be making for the paying clients. So I'm gonna use this a little bit, and I'm going to shoot a little review video on this, because these are really neat. You could change the bit, whatever you're using, take your drill bit out and put it in all while it's running. So these are an interesting little tool. So look out for a video coming up shortly on this. Here's the wallet from Craft and Lure. Mine's slightly beat up because I've been using it for a couple months, but these things are great. See how thin they are? They go right in your front pocket. Again, you don't even know it's there. It's super light. And it's necessities, you know. You don't have one of those huge Costanza type wallets. A couple of credit cards, you know, pictures of the kids, and your cash goes here. Notice mine's empty. Alright, the backstory on this one. This is a Suburban tool, sign vise, and in my infinite wisdom, I took this apart to clean it. Why? I don't know. These are the lessons we learn, but when you take any kind of a hinged sign plate or vise apart, you ruin it. It becomes inaccurate because it's precision ground. It's set, and then the vise is precision ground to the hinge, and yeah. So I kind of threw this out. It isn't all that bad, but Stan, you said that you wanted to take a crack at it, so I'm going to be packaging this thing up and sending it your way, and that's my official challenge. Let's see if you can fix it. Here is a little guard. You can see there's two little notches, and they go right into the back bolt slots of a Kurt vise, and it sits up straight, and it's really just a chip guard. And one of my subscribers emailed me and said that he was making them and he wanted to make me one, which was really nice of him. Mr. Rudatis, hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, from Orange, California. He made me this and he sent it out of the kindness of his heart, so thank you very much. I really appreciate it. This is going to come in very handy with the shell mill, because shell mills make a mess and they shoot hot shrapnel at you. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. And last but not least, the burnout, a little close-up of the burnout that Keith made for me. Brad's Basement gear. So I've cleaned this up a little bit with a flap wheel, and I'm going to paint it and hang it up. So thank you, Keith. I hope you enjoy your resting period. I know you got foot surgery this winter, so you know, you'll start to see all the different contributors who are out there and all the great things that everybody's doing. You have a lot of catching up to do, that's for sure. There's so many videos. So thank you. Had a great time with you and Vanessa. The food was fantastic. The hospitality was even better. And I look forward to coming in and paying you a visit again soon. And no year-end review wouldn't be complete without Pinky, my beloved Pink Wilton. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Stan. Thank you, Adam, for your sense of humor. This has become a cult classic. Alright, now it's time to give credit where credit is due. Let's start with the Mush hammer. Now this hammer was made by me, Ray Cornelia, and Philip Monday, and Randy Richard. Now I made the handle here. Phil and Ray made the hammer head up here, and all these little tips here, Randy Richard made them. So this came out really cool. Some lucky person is going to get this. The multi-use shop hammer. Next up is three sets of punches with a box. Now this project was run by Randy Richard, and he made some commemorative little brass tags here with various people's names, contributors of What's in Your Box Toolmakers collaboration. And this box has two sets of magnets on here, so it locks tight. You hear that? The punches were made by Chris Dumont, Brian Block, and Randy, and Ray Goff. I'm not sure who made what, but those are the guys who participated in this one. This came out really nice, so thank you guys. Appreciate that. Herb Blair made this. This is a spring-loaded tap follower. This was the first project that came in. It's been sitting down in the basement for months. So thank you, Herb, for this. This is one of the most invaluable tools that we all use every day. So thank you for that. The ball turner project. Let me look at my notes on this one. This had a lot of hands on this. Speaking of hands, the person who bought the material for this was Mike from Blue Hands Video. So, you know, you've seen the video on this where I've made this. The guy from Journey to Journeyman, Jaster, I forget exactly what his handle is, Jacer 1967, something like that. I'll have the link up for everybody's channel in the credits here, but he made the base. My piece fits on there real nice with no slop. We got Mark Merning made the tool holder, and James Rodman made the little clip that holds the insert on here. Now when we put it in there, there's zero slop. Me and Mark were in contact, and we really got the numbers specced out nice here. He ground this to my finish, you know, to the interior dimension of the slot, and he ground it. It literally like floats on an air bearing. It's perfect. There's no slop in it. And you've probably seen the video for the handle, and this is John Mills double boost. our buddy across the pond. So let's assemble this here. And there is our ball. Whoa, there is our ball turner. So you'll mount that on your lathe and you'll be able to do your thing. So like I said, Mike, Blue Hands Video was the person who donated the material for this. He didn't have time to make any parts, but he was kind enough to buy some material and send it to me. And we, last but not, oh, I don't want to say last but not least, not yet, but Tom Zielikman was the person who brought the both the plans for this and the Toolmaker's Vise. So he was, I believe it was Tom who was responsible for the ball turner plans as well. And then last but not least, Brent from DigiConso, the guy who made the box for Keith last year, that beautiful walnut chest. He was kind enough to make the box for the ball turner. Look at that. Beautiful felt. Did a great job and hand delivered it to me. When I tell you this still has the smell of the wax, it's fresh because he was here yesterday. He drove all the way out here and hand delivered it to me. So let's put this in its final resting place. We'll unscrew the handle. And we'll pop this guy right in here. Well, let me put it in one piece at a time. Now you could either keep the tool holder inside or you could put it right in this little box. So we'll put it in this little box. And then the handle just stores perfectly right in there. Thanks, Brent. This came out fantastic. And you know, it's a testament to everybody working together. You know, we were on the phone together, we were shooting measurements back and forth, taking pictures and sending video. So look at that, he even engraved what's in your box, Toolmaker Collaboration 2015. Quality. This is ready to go to Keith Fenner's. We got Randy's, we've got our mush hammer. I didn't get a box made for the mush hammer. This was the mush hammer was pretty much a last minute thing. I had just gotten done with the machinist vise, and then I talked to Ray, and we decided to go for it, and it was a quick grind, but we got it done. Mark LeCure did the grinding blocks, the tapping blocks. He made them, hardened them, he treated them, and then I finished ground them. So we got these guys. So thank you very much for those, Mark. We got these ready. Put these into there. This is some tissue paper that's soaked with WD-40 just to keep them from rusting. Put these back in here. Let me wrap up Herb's tap follower. Okay, we got that. It's like Christmas. All right, guys, recognize this? This work is the work of Dale Derry and a couple of his couple helpers that he got. I'm actually waiting on the names as I'm filming this. I'm waiting on the names, so you will get credit. Obviously, we're going to have a rolling credit for this and any information for your YouTube channel and any videos that you made for this. I just don't know your names right now at the time of this filming, but I mean, look at that. This is another great tool that anybody and everybody can use on their mill. So thank you very much, Dale and friends. And look, we have a custom box for this, made by Brent again from DigiConso. Get out in your shop and make something cool. That's Dale's tagline. And we got What's in Your Box Toolmaker Collaboration 2015. Alright guys, well, here, I just wanted to show you the finished vise. I got it back from Stan. He sent it to me the other day. I'm fingerprinting it here. And what I had to do was I had to kind of take some emery and clean out these holes, because the holes, they warped a little bit during the heat treating process. But it's back together here. I had to do a little fit work on the washer just to make sure that it had enough range for the holes, but it does now. So we got the pin, we have the yoke that James Green made, we got the hemispherical washer that John Saunders made, I made the movable jaw, Adam Booth made the base, and all the metal came from Adam, as you've seen in his videos. And again, Stan and Tom ground it down to a fine finish, and you know, if you watch Stan's videos, it's all truthful. There's like no play in this thing. It's amazing. I kind of don't want to give it away, but it's for a good cause, and I hope whoever wins this will get a lot of years of good use out of it, and see what, you know, one day they can make. So we got the box here from Keith Rucker, and let's put it in the box and get it ready for shipping to Keith Fenner. So this thing fits nice. The one thing that does is a little rough here is this edge hits on the vise here. See? So you got to kind of like, you got to gently put it in there, and then it closes up. Alright, there we go. So once again, thank you to Tom Lipton and Stan Zinkowski for grinding this. Thanks to Adam Booth for milling the bottom piece out and supplying the metal. Thanks to Tim Harris for heat treating it. James Green made the yoke, thank you James, and John Saunders made the hemispherical washer. So thanks guys, I appreciate it, and maybe next year we'll do this again, and we'll come up with bigger and better tools to make. The collaboration was great. It was a real successful project, I think, this year, and we're going to get this ready now and ship it off to Keith so he gets it in time for his giveaway. Other than that, thanks everybody, appreciate all the comments and everything for the videos, the inspiration and the kind words during all of these projects.